To another edition of your favorite program, CBDC Half Hour on your favorite station, CNETv. You know how we do it on this program. We talk about everything concerning the central bank digital currency. That's exactly what we do on the show. And so many things has been happening when it comes to the central bank digital currency and countries issuing out the central bank digital currency. But today we're going to be looking strictly at the situation of CBDC in Nigeria, because it's countdown to Nigeria CBDC. That's the theme for today's edition. Countdown to Nigeria CBDC, which is Naira. We have less than 8 days to go for the launch, because it's going to be launched on Nigeria's Independence Day. That's October 1st. That's when the Naira is going to be launched. So today I'm not going to be speaking alone. I have an amazing guest with me. He's actually a crypto influencer. He's a don in the ecosystem. He has been doing so much in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So the guest I have here, his name is John Chawa. So John Chawa is going to be joining us throughout the program. So if you have questions, you can actually ask on YouTube and also on the app. Just send in your questions. We'll be asking, there are so many questions we've been wanting to ask about the Naira, exactly what's happening. Why is everywhere so quiet? And then something big like this is going to be launching in a few days' time. So we're going to introduce him right now. Mr. John Chawa, please, can you say hello to the audience, please?
All right, so good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, John Chawa, the CBDC, the central bank governor, that's Rakia Mohammed, said this CBDC has been on since 2017. She said that the central bank has actually been having the conversation since 2017. That was when the initiative actually kick-started. And so far, they've been on it till now, where they've actually speculated that it's going to be issued, that it's going to be implemented on the 1st of October. Do you think right now it's the time for the Naira, that's the Naira that was tagged Project Giant? Do you think it's actually the right time for this Naira to be issued out in Nigeria? Okay. Well, the CBDC, the Nigerian CBDC, which is that Project Giant Naira, as we've said before, is definitely going to be on a blockchain known as Hyperledger Fabric blockchain. It's going to be on a blockchain. So the government, that's the central bank government, has actually been on about it. There are lots of webinars and Zoom meetings, so they can actually issue out a perfect CBDC. Now, the few days ago, a report was issued out concerning the geographical area that this would be implemented, will be tested. So they mentioned Port Harcourt, Abuja, Kano, and Lagos. Those are the 4 geographical areas that was mentioned for the CBDC, for the implementation of CBDC. Now, Mr. John, do you think the states that were selected is actually the best selection that should be made for the implementation of the central bank digital currency?
Yeah, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, Kano, these are the hubs of transactions. These are the hubs of major business dealings. And then this is also where we have good population literacy level is high also. So yes, for those 4 places is a good, absolutely. I don't know which other state will have been better apart from these 4. So these 4 equally, they are very good points to run a pilot. If you can succeed in Lagos, you can succeed in Abuja, you can succeed in Port Harcourt, then it's as good as you can succeed in the whole of the nation at large. So very good selection. Kano inclusive, very good selection.
Okay, and you believe this is actually the right time for the CBDC to be issued in Nigeria?
Will you say the right time? Technology is moving ahead. I think we're even behind schedule.
Okay.
Well, never late, better late than never, we will always say. Cryptocurrency right now is already the order of the day. Conversations is already the order of the day. Nigeria is topping in the quantity of transactions done monthly. So I would say better late than never. You remember when CBN was fighting crypto and all digital currencies. And so this is, if you ask me, it's a good step in the right direction. Yes, they are not accepting cryptocurrency, but at least we are seeing a little tilts to blockchain technology. It shows they accept the technology exists. It shows they're ready to look into it and see what they can tap out of it. Better than never. We will not say better late than never. This is a good time. Better late than never. Yeah.
Okay, so to you, it's actually a good time for the central bank digital currency to be issued in Nigeria. Now, considering the population we have when it comes to awareness of this Inera, considering we have so many people in the rural area that are not exposed to radios, television, and all of that, and yet the government is saying next week, Friday, they will be issuing out the CBDC for the unbanked and also the banked. And most of these unbanked people are those in the rural area. How would they get involved in this latest development? How do you think an awareness can be done in the space of 5 days so they can be aware of this Inera?
Okay, I want to believe it's a gradual process. As you know, by 1st October, it is actually piloting, and they are selecting these 4 states. These 4 states are not rural. If you hear, you agree with me. They are urban, high-level transaction states. So for the rural, I am not seeing anything positive between now and 5 days' time. I'm not seeing anything positive between now and 1st October. No. Right now, what we can see is, okay, let them launch. Let them make their error. Let them try and do the piloting. Let's see what and what is there, how successful it can be with high volume transactions. Then, like in my last meeting here, I said it clearly, CBN has a lot of work to do, especially for the unbanked. It will not take, it will take them more than 1 month. It has to be consistent awareness to reach out to the grassroots, the villagers who are unbanked, the market women who feel they are okay with keeping their money cash. Because those are the people that need a lot of awareness for them to be able to say, okay, I want to use my phone to do transactions instead of using cash. So they cannot achieve that within the next few days, no. What they can just achieve by 1st October is just the piloting, as they've said. They will be able to see the workability, how large transactions can be done. But thereafter, work begins. The rural areas are not in Lagos, are not in Kano, are not in Abuja. Yes, we have some there. But when we're talking of Zamfara, we're talking of Bruno, we're talking of those are the places we now know that yes, we are really going into the unbanked. So for this first days, it's just primarily piloting. But after that, then we can begin to look at how it can affect the rural areas.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. John. We're going to go on a very short break now. Then when we come back, we'll continue with questions from the audience and also questions that I have here. Please stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at CNETv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
CBDC half hour on your favorite CNETv. So today we're talking about the Nigerian CBDC e-Naira because it's countdown to the e-Naira. That's exactly what we're talking about today. And we have an amazing personality with us here today. His name is John Chawa, and he has been speaking about so many things concerning the CBDC launch and what he thinks about the CBDC launch and ways it can actually help the citizens. Now, reports just got to me. Mr. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Reports just got to me that the website has actually been created. A website for the e-Naira has actually been created. So people can actually go and view the website. I don't know if my producer can actually have it on the screen. I don't know if my producer can actually have the e-Naira on the screen so everyone could actually see. The link is on our page. So I don't know if our producer can actually have it on the screen. Now, going through the site, it's there that you can actually download the app. That's the Speed Wallet app that they've been talking about. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so it's actually there that they can download the Speed Wallet app. Now, talking about the Speed Wallet app, so many things has been said. The banks are going to be in charge of this onboarding the process of the e-Naira. The CBN is giving banks, that's the financial institution, they're giving them charge on onboarding the e-Naira. Now, the first thing they said, according to the reports they released a few days ago, they said the banks are going to send invitation to customers to register for the e-Naira. So once we download the app, are they trying to say that we have to wait till we have to wait to get invitations from the banks before we proceed to the e-Naira? Because you know how it is in our nation, how slow things can actually go when it comes to, let's use the NIN situation and all of that, wanting to update your NIN with your account. It took so much time. So how long do you think people would have to wait before they give up in downloading the app or making use of this e-Naira?
I think right now with the website up, it's a good one.
Yes.
That's a big step in the right direction, gives awareness, gives a whole lot of information there. Access to the app, you can click and download the app. However, nothing can take place until 1st October. By the time the pilot kicks off, and you know they're going to pick a good number of tech guys who will be used to pilot this e-Naira. You know, so by 1st October, after the piloting has begun, at that point we begin to see, okay, let's see. It's not going to be like BVM, because right now the third tier is where the second tier and third tier is where the BVM is required. First tier, you don't need a BVM, it's for the unbanked. Once you just download and get started with it. So, but you know, accessing the tokens and all of that starts from 1st October. Until that day, you can't just click on the download app now and download and start using. No. So you have to wait till when the pilot begins, when it has been unveiled, properly launched, then before we can now kick off.
We just have to be patient till 1st of October.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have that on our screen now. We have the app, the website, the way it looks like on the screen, so you can just look at it and then get prepared to. We'll also put it on the YouTube channel and also on our app for people to be able to have access to it. Now, moving on, the report, according to the report and according to what you've said, the customers can download the app, and then the registration process, it requires BVN, date of birth, and other key information. Now, BVN are for those people that have bank accounts. Are they not having consideration for the unbanked people with all of these levels and steps that have been listed to get the e-Naira app working?
If you see the steps that have been created, there are actually 3 steps. The first step, all you need is your NIN. You know, once you have your NIN, your passport photograph, your date of birth, phone number, you can go with the 50K limit. That's the first tier.
Yeah, that's for the first tier
of the app. Yeah, but for second tier, you need a BVN where you can now lift it up to as high as I think 200,000.
200 to
You know, so
500,000.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's from second tier. And I personally, even that limit with a BVN, if I can use my bank app, digital bank app to transfer as high as 5 million daily, I don't know why I will need Inera, which will limit me to just 200. You know, so these are the considerations. Well, let's wait until after the piloting. I believe that after the piloting, a whole lot of things will come up and they'll have to do a whole lot of upgrade. So, but we want to allow this first limit. Let's get the piloting started, and then we can now talk about upgrading the whole system. Because if you ask me, 200,000 to 500,000 is quite small. 1 million is quite small for second tier and third tier levels. So let's allow CBN do their work. Let's see what they can get. Let's see the issues that can be raised between now and 1st October. Or by the 1st October, when the piloting starts, then let's see the upgrades that will take place thereafter.
Just be patient. Exactly how this Inera would operate until it's finally implemented on the 1st of October 2021. Now, a report was made by the CBN director, Mr. Musa Jimo. He said the central bank digital currency, that's Nigerian central bank digital currency, the Inera, is going to be illegal tender. Like it's going to be illegal tender in the country, equivalent to the value of Naira we have now. And looking at what has been happening in El Salvador, making Bitcoin illegal tender, before the implementation, there were actually things that were done, like airdrop or Bitcoin. All of this were done to prepare the people and also to get them to accept Bitcoin as illegal tender. And also looking at China as well. China has actually piloted their digital yuan in preparation for the Olympic for next year, 2022. Now, before now, they actually did lots of things like making sure some set of people use the digital yuan for transportation in Virgin. Specifically for transportation, they gave out free digital yuan for people to be able to make use of it for transportation. And with all of this, acceptance and the adoption was widely accepted in the particular region where it was issued and tried. Now, in Nigeria, how do you think the Central Bank of Nigeria can actually make this possible for us all to accept this Inera as a legal tender? How is it possible? What are the steps you think they should actually do?
Yeah, just like you've mentioned, we should have some level of incentive. There should be some benefits of migrating to Inera. And if you ask me, the benefits are very few. I as a merchant I see very little except I want to patronize made in Nigeria. I just want to be a Nigerian and patronize my currency. If not, very little benefits. Well, just like you mentioned, if they are going to share maybe some free coins here and there just to pull in people, you know, Nigerians like free tickets here and there. If you
we
can
just
share,
have to.
So if such thing takes place, very sure you can beat Nigerians to that. They will be willing to jump in as long as they're going to give some free coins. Even if it's $100 coins, 100 Naira, 200 Naira coins, 1,000 Naira, you just come in and you get some vouchers, some free coins. Especially, I expected that as the app is coming up, as you are downloading the app, you should have some claims. You should be able to claim maybe 100 Naira, download the app and get 100 Naira free, download the app and get 200 Naira free. I believe that will enhance the populace to really come in. But if it's going to be absolutely just use your money to buy or use your money to just get your Naira connected, you can bet it that many Nigerians will not even give it an eye. To them, is of no use. You get it? So there have to be that incentive. I believe, or I hope they should think in that line. As you are downloading the app, there should be a voucher or something you can be able to claim there by downloading the app. Or maybe if you can successfully do your verification and completely sign up, before you start, you can have free 15 naira or free 100 naira. I know that will maybe look small, but I will tell you, the unbanked, you give somebody 100 naira, 200 naira, you'll really appreciate it. So if the government can look at that, I believe that will help. In addition to the awareness that has to be created. In creating awareness, they have to bring out the pros. What are the benefits to the grassroots people? They need to bring those things out so that the populace will see it clearly. The layman on the streets, because they are trying to achieve cashless policy. I believe that's what they want to achieve. And for them to say, okay, the unbanked, I want you to move in and to e-currency, you should have enough benefits that will attract them. If not, you will not get them. Just we maybe in the tech industry that will be willing to test, and that will not be our main means of transaction. Just like I gave you illustration, my normal bank apps can do a lot better than this Inera app that's coming. So they need to look at it. First, you must give incentives. Two, you must do a lot of awareness to attract the general populace.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. John Cha. Thank you. We've eaten out of another person's time. We've spent so much on this topic. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So just say what to the audience.
Okay, as I usually say, knowledge is power. Even with respect to Inera, I want to advise that the populace go forth, read. Knowledge is key, especially in this the technology industry. If you are out of knowledge, you will really be out of the day. So I will advise that the populace read as much as possible, especially when it comes to this fintech technology. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now you've heard from the mouth of an expert about the Inera that is going to be launching in the next 7 days. That's on October 1st. You've heard from the mouth of an expert. And a few days ago, I was talking to my colleague about airdrop of free Inera and all of that. And he was saying, no, he doesn't believe, but thank God someone actually agrees with me. Thank you, Mr. John Chow, for actually agreeing with me. And I hope the Central Bank of Nigeria government can actually look into this, because this would be a catchy way for the Nigerians to buy into the Inera app and actually buy into the Inera development, giving incentive, little gifts and all of that would get lots of people on board with making the Inera a legal tender. So this is where we'll draw the curtain on today's edition of CBDC FR. Subsequent times, we're going to be sending updates on our social media handles at CNETv1 on Instagram, Facebook, and also on Twitter. Information on the Inera was happening before Friday, where we will finally talk about Inera in full. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Maria Oga. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.